Well, welcome everyone to Wellbeing Wednesday. Oh, yay, Betty came. Welcome to Wellbeing Wednesday. Can you see the screen? I think, can you see the heart there? Yeah, love yourself enough to live. Can you see that? Okay. All right. For some reason now I can't see it. Your screen sharing is paused. Wait, stop, share, share. There we go. Uh-oh, I got it messed up. Oh, I'm gonna stop share. Got it messed up. Okay. Well, happy health habits. It is March 12th. Is it the 12th today? March 12th. Happy health habits, happy hour. We're talking about the death of diets from Monday night and our wins and learns from the week. And there's always a lot, isn't there, ladies? Lots of wins and learns. Congratulations, because you loved yourself enough to show up. And again, we got to put ourselves first. Do unto others as we would have done unto us, and treat your neighbor as yourself. Well, that means starting with us. So, congratulations. Give yourself a great big hug and a high five. My tribe is here, right? High fives. Tribe is here. Make sure to take some breaths while we're on today and get your brain body connected back into coherence. Um, Couple of announcements just to put on your calendar real quick before we get into wins and learns. The I don't know who all is in round two of the habit finder, but I've been still sending this out to friends and family and different connections because I tell you, everyone is benefiting so much. I wish I could tell you all the stories, and I want to encourage you to really sit down and think about what it is you're getting out of knowing what your stuck habits of thoughts are, and what was it before and what is it now, kind of, what's your before and after. So I want to encourage you to really kind of think about that, and maybe even share it as a win, like aha moments of what you're seeing and what you're experiencing, after knowing and being more aware of your unconscious thoughts. So just I encourage I'm encouraging everyone to write that down on paper, and because it's pretty cool stuff going on. The 17th, if all y'all can put that on your calendar at 6:30 p.m., we're gonna have a community with David Bush, his bigger or a little bigger group and a little bigger Zoom with the other coaches, and we're gonna do a celebration. So just a little shout out to the 17th, little celebration, just kind of share your wins and learns in the group. And so would love to have some of you guys come and share your stories. Thank you for all the walkers, Sharon. You've got more walker guests than me. We have probably, good 25 30 walkers in the challenge. So congratulations. Playful out, post your walks, share. Roxy, awesome job. Triple high fives on the video with the tacos. Was that
Oh,
it? Was that a shard leaf or was that a kale? What was that?
it was a color green leaf.
Collard green. Oh, you guys, it was a live video collard green, and she did it in English, which is very uncomfortable for her. So she did a great job in English. So yeah, share your tips, share your takeaways, because the more we
Yeah,
participate, the
thank you.
better, of course. So thank you, Roxy, for doing that. Sharon has more people in this than I guests in this than I do. You are a magnet for our friends. So keep inviting, and there's never a day, it's never too late, right, to step up and keep walking, and never too late to step up. Uh, okay, so that being said, I think we're in week three of my habit finder, but then there's another one that's a week or two behind. So I'd love to hear if anyone what takeaways are people getting from that as well. Um, and so let's just talk about one thing before Mary has to go. Before we get into wins and learns and Monday night, I have been really thinking about this, and I talked to Dr. Sharon has another group that's just like ours, and we've been talking about what is the purpose for the group. And hi, Patricia. I will tell you, quite frankly, when I started this group, it was because I had a bunch of clients that weren't showing up for private calls. I wanted them to have an opportunity for a group situation where they maybe wouldn't have to be put on the spot or be held personally accountable. And you know what? That never really happened. And what it's turned into is my A team and my butterflies. My A team is here, right? The BC team, they aren't showing up. And so I realize Sharon and I were talking, we really need to really rethink, rethink what the purpose of the group is. And I know Mary's at the park, but I would love her to share, and everyone to think about, even if it's not today, I mean, you want to mull on it, but what do you feel like we've got such great people, we've got such great things going on. What would you like to see this purpose be? I mean, it isn't what I intended. It is absolutely more than what I intended. It is amazing, you guys. I love, love, love meeting with you every day. I get more out of this every Wednesday than I ever imagined, and it fuels my fire. And it's a part of my mission and vision and purpose to spread my you guys give me joy, and it helps me to spread joy. It helps me to be that beacon of light on my purpose statement and be the beacon of hope. This group helps me to really help people reveal truth, inspire change, transform lives, and empower people. That's what my purpose is. So I get to live like my purpose through this group and you guys, because you are what I call my kaleidoscope of butterflies. My kaleidoscope of of women who I want to surround myself with, people just like you who they're caterpillars and they want to metamorphosize into being butterflies. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like we're all in this phase of cocooning and getting through that metamorphosis process, and we're becoming butterflies. And I personally, that I would love to see us attract more people who are caterpillars who want to be butterflies. I would love to see, more of our friends and family who are, here as maybe even as guests, or just to learn, be inspired or be supported by us. I would love to see that, but I would love to know what it is you guys want. I know wins and learns are so important. So me shutting up and not talking as much is what I would like to do. More wins, more learns, right? Would we like more topics from the life book? Would we like less talk about Monday night and more life book talk? Would you like to contribute something? Like Betty, would you like to contribute? Roxy, like what do we want to contribute or participate? Do you know what I'm saying? And not, it's not, doesn't have to be my, it's not my group. It's like our, what do we want this to be? Because you guys are the ones that are consistently showing up. And I don't know where on earth Yvonne is, but I gave her an assignment, and maybe I'm gonna text her, make sure she's here. But Mary, what, before you have to go, what did you think? What were your thoughts about the purpose of the group, what you'd like to see more or less of? You've been around for a while, right? Would you like the focus to shift? Because we're gonna put it all out on the table. Oh, oh, is she there? Oh, yeah, I can't hear you,
There
Mary.
there you go,
I
sorry. I keep going off camera because 'cause I'm watching a 3-year-old in the park. But yeah, I like that we can continue to each inspire each other, and I totally agree bringing the other people with us, but I honestly love this group of extra winners because I'm so drugged down by everybody else that's half in and half out, and people that are hot and cold. Honestly, to have a group of high performers, and then I'm like, okay, I can kick it up again because somebody else is. And then uh, truly having a group of rock stars is what is keeping me. I need that extra community that makes me want more.
Yeah, I agree.
And
It's awesome when our players are showing up and you just keep
right.
showing up.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when I see somebody else is running here and then I'm like, oh, I could do that. And, I think we could do more of, you know, I laugh on that 28-day challenge. There was brag steps. Okay, let's do some brag steps. Let's do some, share your extra win. But then I also like it when we're transparent and then say, hey, wait a minute, I didn't do something. I also like it when we also share where we've fallen, because just like Dr. A said on Monday night, it is not a destination, it's that whole journey. And just knowing that, we don't fall as far as we used to. Yeah, you fall, but then you pick yourself up and you don't fall as far back. And just that extra, yeah, this is what keeps me going, is knowing I have other people that want the same things.
Okay, so you like more, you just want to keep it the A players. If you're here to win it, you're here to be a butterfly, you're into the transformation metamorphosis process, you're here. This is good. We don't need B to C players.
Yep.
Because you're
And
right.
yeah, I think this group is awesome. It helps you just know that other people are in the game. I think we could do more sharing wins. We could do more sharing tips or recipes, or hey, I tried a new hack. I tried, Roxy, yeah, I'll have to look at your taco video. I'm always looking for new recipes, new things, new snacks, new ways to mix it up and keep it fresh.
So maybe somebody brings a tip of the day and somebody brings a recipe or somebody brings a life book point, something like that. Maybe a little more.
Exactly. A quote, anything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 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 That's great. That's great. So bring something to contribute as well as a win and a learn.
Mhm.
That sounds great. I love that. I love that Margot brings her quotes. Maybe, everybody who's a hacker, Mary, you're a great hacker.
Mhm.
Roxy's a great recipe queen, and Sharon is a great hacker too. She tips how to deal with your family. Yeah, we could all bring something different to the table. Absolutely. I love it. That's great. Um, uh,
Yes, we are the rainbow.
we're the rainbow, we're the kaleidoscope, we're the rainbow. Yeah. Did you know a
Oh,
grouping of butterflies is called a kaleidoscope? You
Oh,
know, I did not know that. I did not know that. So that's what I
hmm.
think of you guys as, my kaleidoscope of butterflies.
Right.
So,
Well, and I even think of, when you say kaleidoscope of butterflies, when you see all the blackbirds, all those starlings, that's
mhm.
called a murmuration. And
Oh,
that's because their heartbeats are literally, scientists think that their heartbeats sync up, and that's how they know to weave and somehow. So I think of us as maybe a murmuration. We're all in sync, and we're taking flight, and you can learn to do the dance together.
what a wonderful word. I have never heard that word.
Yep, it's murmuration. I love it.
And it's a grouping of black birds.
Yeah, it's those blackbird starlings. How you and it's Mummuration. Just
Yeah.
look up murmuration on YouTube, and you'll see
Yes.
these crazy groups of birds that all fly in synchronization. That's what we're
Yes.
doing.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. And I think of what a caterpillar I was and what a butterfly I am, and that's why butterflies, right? So yeah, I love that. Absolutely love that. Well, Mary, do you have any wins and learns from, I know you got to go babysit grandkids, but any other wins or learns this week you want to share?
Just enjoyed Monday night's call. Yeah, I've honestly kind of slacked off on the 5-1 the last week or so. It crazy. As soon as we finished that 28-day challenge, then it was kind of like, my mind kind of turned off. So I don't know. It was like I got to do something to kick myself back in again. I'm well within that 10-pound window, so I'm still rocking it, but I'm not winning it. I'm not going for the gold. I'm settling for the silver, and I love that Olympic quote too, run your own Olympics and, choose what you want, what medal you want. I'm happy I'm at the silver, but I'm honestly not going for the gold right now. And I still want that gold.
Well, then you'll decide when you're ready to start training
Right.
for it. But here's the thing. Remember, let's all go back to those stuck habits of thinking and which habit, which pattern. Sharon is great at this. She's constantly thinking which pattern is showing up. And I
Mhm.
hear her say that all the time. She's like in pursuit of what was that thought?
Right.
Right? And so I just encourage you to do that. Like where does
Yeah.
this come from? How come? Right? Why am I not motivated after the 28 day? You know,
Yeah.
that's just my tip for you because it's a work in progress, right?
You bet. All right. Well, we're going to head off
All
and
right.
go have a good
Okay.
day.
Mary, would you bring a recipe hack next time?
I sure can.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Does
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. Does anybody want, so what are the things what do you want to see, Betty? More or less of, Sharon? More or less? What would you like to contribute? Sandy maybe missed the initial part of the conversation, but we're just kind of reworking the purpose of our group, Sandy. Patricia
Okay.
doesn't come off all the time, but
Yeah.
I'm surprised Yvonne isn't here.
Okay. Am I off mute now, or am I muted or not mute? Am I talking or am I not
Yes,
talking? I'm talking.
we can
Okay.
hear you.
When you talk to yourself all day long, la, 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 you never know. But no, one thing that really came up was, um, the first thing I had thought about when you were talking about the group was I I love to come to this part because during the week it's so much me, me, me. Me, me, me. I got to get the taxes ready. I got to get the bathroom clean. I got to get my food set up. I got to get it's me, me. I got to make sure Jean's okay. Me, me, me.
Right.
And then here's the group. It's gets me out. Yes, the other ones are great, but not like this group. This group gets you to and what's Sharon doing right now? And what's Amy Michelle doing? And what's Roxy doing? And you become a part of that. And that part I really, really like. And I've been kind of off this week. I've got I've got one of the grandmas died. I'm getting to be the only grandma left, and so one of the grandmas died this week. I've got a friend's mother-in-law's in the hospital. I've got a friend who's committing suicide in the hospital, trying to get over depression. I've got all of these things, but I can come here. I can come here and and get my life back in order. And last night I thought, you know what? I'm just until Easter, I'm just going to give up all the sweets, every bit of sweet because it's poisoning me, and I'm starting to use the chocolate, the decadent chocolate brownie. I love it, and I thought I'm just taking that. I'm going to do this the potatoes and the
Mhm,
soups and that's and just back
mhm,
off and do that. But I can do it because I have you guys behind me.
mhm,
If I'm starting to abuse the puddings, then
mhm,
just step back from them for right now. And so
mhm.
that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to say, okay, till I've got all kinds of grandkids and kids that have to do for Lent, have to give up. And I usually support them. It's like, okay, sugar is a poison. I'm not going to have sugar. Even my wonderful, wonderful Optavia sugars.
Yeah.
But I have you guys behind me. I can so a friend was just here helping me do stuff, brought a box of donuts. She carried it in and she carried it out. Do you want one,
Right.
Betty? No, thank you. She said, I didn't think so. And she carried it out.
So your win is deciding that your sugar is in control and you're taking your power back.
Yes.
And yes,
Yes.
even the high sugar, even the shakes and the bars that are high sugar alcohol can
Mhm.
be a trigger.
Yeah.
So
And they're
I, hmm
just for right now. Yeah.
I stay with all the savories, the soups, the
Mhm.
pastas, the things like that for that
Yeah.
reason too, Betty, because I can easily go down that road.
Yeah,
Easily.
and so it used to be, once or twice a day, and now it's like, hmm, looks like, you've got 5 fuelings and 4 of them are sweet. No, that's, this isn't, I don't need that.
Yep.
I don't need that. So that's just what I'm doing, just taking a little
And
break.
yeah, and so for Lent, you said you have to. No, you don't. You choose to,
Yeah,
right?
I choose.
So,
Yeah, no,
and so would
yeah,
you
but
like
I'm
to see
saying,
more?
I don't have to. Yes, I do. I choose to back up my kids and my grandkids. So
Mhm, mhm.
because I've got a lot of them.
What about Monday night? Do you have any takeaways? And what would you like to see more or less of? We have Life Book on the win calls, so I feel like maybe we don't need to do that, or we could do a lower book
Yeah,
focus.
I love Life Book on the Win calls, but like you're saying, we're getting it there, and so I really like that.
You like that, or
Um,
do you like more, do you like talking about the Monday night so we can kind of download about it, what everyone
I
got?
do like it if I can pick it up on Tuesday nights. I can't always pick it up because I've got a couple of calls that I have to make Tuesday night. I don't always get it picked up, and Monday they just refuse to let me in. I don't
Okay.
know why. I just no matter what they don't. So that's
Okay, I'm gonna have
okay.
to come to your house next time. I got to see you in person at least, but
Yes. Or I
and
could come visit you with my computer.
the bigger win from last week was that you walked into the restaurant and that was a huge win. And what would you like to
Yes.
contribute to the meeting? Do you have anything special you'd like to contribute?
Yeah. And I do like giving feedback on the things that I listen to. Um, Mostly if you have different subjects, I'm, thinking about it right now. I'm not, I can't think of something right off, but I love giving feedback for the different meetings that we
Okay,
hear and stuff
yes,
like
your
that.
note. So you often have notes on the meeting. Got it.
Yes.
Okay, so got it. So notes from the meetings. Those are much appreciated. I love that. Love it,
Yeah.
love it. By the way, you remember Carrie, our trusted
I
Carrie?
miss her.
So she is not going to be, she has commitments now on Wednesdays, but she's starting to send me notes from and listen to some of the leader forums and some of the things. And she sends me her really wonderful long-winded notes. And if would anyone like those, I can forward those on.
Please,
Yeah.
please,
Okay.
yes.
Anybody
I
else like
because I
notes?
miss her terribly. I miss her really.
Okay. There, yeah, I
Yes.
can forward them. She does a really good job. You know her. She's got these notes that
Yes.
are incredible. I don't know how she does it, but okay.
Yeah.
So Betty, you bring your notes. I'll forward Carrie. She sends her love and hugs, and she said she
No.
can't come, but she misses us. So,
Kerry
ha
London,
what's that?
Kerry in Ecuador.
Carrie in Ecuador. Yep, Carrie
Oh,
in Ecuador.
okay.
So, thank you very much, Betty, and you inspire me daily. Doesn't Spirit Betty inspire you? Sandy, she's on today. How long do we have you? I see her in the car. Are you with Steve? You're on mute. Oh no, we got to figure out how to get off mute. She may not be able to. Anyways, big
She'll
win for
figure
us.
it out.
A big win for us is
Okay,
that
I did it. I did it. I'm off mute.
our big win is we got to see each other last week.
Yes, we did.
That was so fun.
So, for one thing, I have not missed a day of walking, mostly outdoors lately because it's been better. At least 7,000 steps, sometimes 8, 9,000. Um, that's my big win. I'm not,
Woohoo!
and I'm with Mary. I'm kind of in and out of the 5 and 1, but I'm doing better. I mean, I lost another pound, so hopefully that'll be a
Good.
right track. The next Wednesdays until Easter, I'm supposed to be at choir practice because I'm the narrator for the cantata event. So I'm not sure it's going to be iffy until Easter for me getting on these calls.
Okay.
In fact, I'm supposed to be at choir practice right now, but Steve and I have another errand in Cottage Grove, so we need to go.
Okay, so we might miss you for a while.
Until Easter. But I mean,
Okay.
I'll try because the first part of choir practice, they practice for Sunday, and then the second half is for the cantata. So I could probably take my phone to church and just listen to this until I have to go actually practice. So
Sure.
I might get it parts, but I'm hoping.
Okay.
I like the format the way it is. Oh, my other win. Oh my goodness, this is a big one. So I'm always busy Monday nights. I can never get on. But on Tuesday when I was walking, I turned on. I didn't see it, but I listened to the video while I was walking. So I got Monday night's information while I was walking. And yeah, I figured out how to do it. So I think that's going to be kind of my motivation to every Tuesday that I walk, try to hook up with that. And I like the format we have where we just share it with each other. And um, the book I know is on win calls. Those are kind of hit or miss for me, but I like
Yeah.
what we're doing with maybe don't need to repeat the book because you, like you said, they're on all the win calls. But I like the format we have where we just get in and cheer each other on. And I got in the part where you're talking about this is a high performance group and we're all in it to win it. And I was thinking, oh, maybe I should leave because I'm not in that mode at this exact minute in time.
No,
but I'm working toward it because I'm committed, just not to every single thing. Like
Sandy,
last night I had
people that
I had
show
2
up,
Zooms when you invited me to do. Yeah, show up.
Sandy, people that show up are the A squad. Okay.
Okay, well then I'm the A squad. I might be the A plus pretty soon.
Doesn't matter how far, it doesn't matter where you are in the spectrum, okay, right, Patricia? It's about you show up. And you know how many people don't show up? If you don't show up, you can't win. Okay? You can't, you have to show up to practice or you can't win. You know what I mean?
Right.
And don't remember, you always focus on what you're not doing. Focus on what you have done. Focus on what you have lost. You're always talking about, I haven't this, I haven't that. Stop, shift the focus. Go
Okay,
back
so my report today is overall I've lost 40 and I'm going to keep on going. I'm not going to go back to the whole story about what was before. I'm moving forward. I have lost 40 and I'm going to make it 45 and then 50 and then 55. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to, the walking is wonderful. I want to get more, I was thinking more cardio, but I get so hot and sweaty just walking. I'm getting my cardio and it wears me out. And I've been using Nordic poles. So I'm getting double exercise by doing the upper body with the walking. And it helps my balance so I can move better, move faster, not be afraid. I mean, they've been standing in the corner of the living room for years. Why didn't I just pick them up before? One day Steve said, take your pulse, see if it's better. Well, it was. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, I like, okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, is there anything you'd like to contribute real quick before we move on? Anything that you like uniquely could contribute, like when you're here?
I'd have to think about it, but I have a lot of skills. There's something I can contribute. I'll find something.
You think about it. I like to touch base on the Monday night because it's so underutilized and it is so good. And it's so quality. It pains me that all my clients aren't watching them religiously. And friends, because they're so good. So I like that we touch base on that. And yes, the life book we can do privately in our coaching sessions, and of course, and move you through privately, and then also on the win calls. So I think that would be good. And now that's just my opinion, but feel free to have yours. What about Patricia? I'm so happy we have you today.
Yes.
How long do we have you? Tanya, how long are you here? You have a few minutes? She's probably working today, popping in.
I have a few minutes.
We're talking about this as our group. Like, what do we want it to be? How do we want to, contribute? What do we want to turn it into? What do we want more of, less of? What do we love about it? What do we not like about it? Do you have any ideas off the top of your head?
I don't know. I think it's going well for the little bit that I've been here. I mean,
You've been showing up.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been showing up a little bit here and a little bit there. Wednesdays are hard for me, so
showing up and
I think what we do on Wednesdays is great. Just to touch base, all let everybody know what we're doing, kind of thing. I think it works well.
Yes.
People that we know. The win calls are bigger, so you don't know everybody.
Right.
And you've been getting on those once a day, likely most of the time.
Yep.
Good.
And I stay for the coach calls.
Yeah.
I am certainly not on them once a day, y'all. I will admit that all day long. I'm like, I forget all the time, but I love them every time I go.
Yeah. They're good. They're good.
So Tanya, you're beating me. So, okay, yeah, so you like, and do you like to share, do you have a win of the week or a learn we'd like to learn from with you?
I am full on day number 12 with the walking challenge. I have not missed a day with the walking challenge. So I am on point with the walking challenge. Well, let's see what else. Still getting my water in, so water's not an issue. I've had a few issues with food, but we're back on track and pushing forward.
Mhm.
Um,
So issues with food, meaning you didn't eat what you intended on eating is what happened.
yeah, you know it.
What did you want to have happen? What was missing and what's next? What was missing? What could you have done to eat what you wanted?
Yeah,
What's missing? What was missing?
the food noise took over.
Okay. Okay. So you just had it like just it took over. You okay. Did you stop and use the hand that Craig said? Did you stop and go, what's did you or did you just like roll through the stop sign?
No, I was doing the stop challenge choose in my brain, stop challenge choose in my brain, stop challenge choose in my brain, and it
But
just
but were you challenging? Here's the thing, what I'm finding, challenge the thought like Sharon does. What is the pattern that's showing up? Take 90 seconds and ask yourself, what's the pattern that Dave Blanchard is pointing out to me? What is the pattern that's showing up? And if you think like that, instead of stop, challenge, choose, right? No, think about what's the pattern. That's the point. Okay. Does that make sense, Tanya?
yeah.
And identify what the pattern is. What is that? Because that's where the freedom lies, not and I love the Craig Blanchard, the video. He said, put your hand out and say, stop, you're not more powerful than me. This hand
Uh-huh.
has to pick up this food to put it in there.
Uh-huh.
You're not more you are not more powerful than me.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So just stop longer, think harder, challenge yourself to think, what is the pattern that I have learned and identified, and start to get real familiar with it, even if you don't choose the right choice. The win is, what's the pattern that's showing up? What is the
Sure.
voice? What is it saying? And then why is it saying it? Even if you still eat the whatever.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then you won.
Stop with the hand.
Mm-hmm. You're not more
Okay.
powerful than me because you
You're
got
not
to
more
pick this up
powerful than me.
and you got to put this in my mouth, and that is not happening today.
Okay.
Right. I love that. I love that video. It was great.
Yeah.
Right. So good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. I mean, so you can just keep showing up. You're doing everything you need to, girl. But what can you focus on that was the win? What was the good thing? What's the win?
That I'm 12 days into this walking challenge and loving
Good.
every minute of it.
Good. Awesome.
Good.
Awesome. And I think your contribution showing up is brilliant. I think you're showing up because you have a
That too. Yes. Every win call, every Monday night call, the conscious forum.
Mm-hmm. You're doing the conscious forum. You're working that is
Hey,
showing up.
does Dave Blanchard, do we have another 4-week session coming up
Yes,
to sign up for?
yep, they'll rotate. So
Okay,
every
so
time
we
you're
need,
done with one, you can hop into the next one. I'm in the
so we,
third session of the second one right now.
okay, I thought we just finished the 4th session of it.
You're in a different one than me. So whenever yours is done, just sign up for the next one.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to keep going around, guys, because I clearly don't have it yet. All right. Clearly. But yeah, I'm going to keep just going all year. That's my goal, is I'm going to go 4 weeks all year. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to see what I score at the end of this year, what my score is. So that's my goal. Sharon,
Good.
Roxy, how about you? What do you got? What do you got for me, girl? Sharon.
Me? Okay. Um, well, I like this as just to be able to people to share, I want to say their aha moments. Whether it's from a book they've read or one of the forums, just or share tips from a book they're reading. What are you doing for personal growth besides being on, all of these, obviously, but there's a lot of different things that we can be doing. I do like this group because I think this is a group of inspired ideas. With inspired ideas. We
It
really,
is.
we got, yeah, I don't know what more to say than that, but those are words from Dave Blanchard, but
They are.
my aha moment from him was when he said, don't overlook an inspired idea. Don't ever overlook an inspired idea.
Yes, yes, and yes.
He I mean, he told me that directly, and I was listening to the session from last week, and he was saying that over and over again. Don't overlook. If you got something that comes up, you take action.
A person, an idea, I could do this, I could do that. Yeah, yeah.
So,
Sharon, I think your contribution on the Habits Finder, you're brilliantly thinking about all this and analyzing it and really utilizing it. I would love to see you bring like a little point that was really hitting you, because we all have done it. Now we need to apply it.
well, one little aha moment is when you talked about recognizing that you're, I don't know the word I want to use either, but his words to say, I'm going into creation. So instead of going down the rabbit hole,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going into creation, which means getting it, um, taking action on changing your mindset, really.
Instead
Like,
of
I'm
going
gonna
down
get it
catastrophe rabbit hole, right, where you end up in doom and gloom, right?
right.
That's
And because you can spend all day in catastrophe or all day, and just saying, okay, I'm going into creation, whatever that means for you. Because it could mean, okay, I'm gonna make a new lean and green or something, whatever it might mean. But
you know what that means for me. It means I'm gonna find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, and I'm gonna find a way. That's creation for me.
yeah,
I'm gonna
so
find
I
a way.
mean, it can mean whatever to anybody, but
Yeah, yeah,
um, what did you do to get out of the rabbit hole?
yeah.
And he
I'm
says, go into creation. So
Yep. Create it. Create it. If it hasn't lived before, create it. What is it? I love that. I love that. That's a great tip. I like that a
but
lot.
I do like people, when they listen to the um Monday night call to bring up what they got out of it, because somebody else always has a different idea than gets something different out of it.
Yeah, me too.
And
Too.
and I really appreciate that because I don't get everything written down, but what really hits somebody, may not have hit me, but the second time around it may, make
Yep.
sense. So
Yep.
I really, like people bringing up what they get out of it.
Okay. I like that too. I do too. Everybody like that?
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
yeah, I think we get a lot out of each other's takeaways. Did you have any specific more or less of or wins?
Um, just continuing to um Dave Blanchard. I
Okay.
just like to keep him in the background.
I also am enjoying that listening to my audio, and I caught myself this morning thinking overwhelm and thinking stuck and thinking impatient, and I caught myself thinking, I thought, oh no. And you know what I said to myself? Oh no, not going there. I literally said that. Oh no, not
Good.
going there.
Good.
And I was like, oh, because it can easily overtake me. Easily.
Mhm.
And then I got
Yes.
this anxiety like, no, 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 no. You know, it was like, no, don't do this to me.
I know. Get,
Well, and getting those affirmations recorded, you know, from the 3 different areas, listening to your own voice.
Love
I'm
it.
becoming.
I'm doing that every day and I love it. So if you haven't done it, I encourage you. Roxy and Kathy, in the time we have here, I want to hear from you all. What do you love, more or less of? What would you like to contribute?
I like the Monday night recap too, because I don't get to watch it every Monday night, but it's always beneficial. And I love hearing, like Sharon said, to hear everybody else's perspective. So definitely keep that. I also like getting, you know, like even like if we shared a recipe, you know, every now and again, I like that too, because a lot of you are much more creative than I am, and using some of these different ideas with the recipes is helpful for me too.
Mm-hmm. Hacks or recipes, fueling
Right.
hacks.
Yes.
Recipes.
Yes.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
And
Okay.
I just want to share one other thing. We had really good news yesterday. Bob had his first scans and they are clear, so he has no cancer. So I just feel such a relief. Now obviously we have to do this every 3 months. He has to get scans the first year. So certainly not out of the woods, but at least he won't have to have any more chemo right now. So we're very, very grateful for that. And I appreciate all your support and prayers and your emails and checking with me. It means so much. And I can't thank you all enough.
oh, good.
Yay.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And do you have a personal win to this week or learn that we can learn from?
I've kept up with the walking as well. And it's been beautiful here for the most part. I mean, gorgeous weather. So it's been super easy doing the walking challenge. So
Awesome.
that's been good. And I love to walk. It clears my head. I listen to podcasts while I'm walking. So I try to improve my learning. And so I love that challenge. So
Awesome.
that's my win.
Awesome. Bravo, girlfriend. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Roxy, what about you, girl? Oh, my video queen. Oh, I love her videos.
I've been growing. Suddenly, I didn't notice that. I mean, how different now. And now it's like, wow, I'm doing now in English. I can't believe this, but it's happening.
Yes, you're doing videos in English.
This is super.
Oh my God, I can't really believe that. But and I think we are all capable of doing it. So my suggestion is, I love the group, but I would love to see like the task going on around. Like, you know, for example, I don't know if it's too much, but for example, say like inspiration, notes of the day. So every time someone pick different, and also can get the pass, you know, if they're not gonna be here or they can't. But we still can improve in all of the areas like we think the other is good. So because also the others can cook, the others can also find inspiration, and you know, it's not that person is. I mean, we all are special. We can grow, and I don't know. It's just a suggestion, and because also
So have just bring what inspires you to contribute, right? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, but also we can do it like, for example, not everybody comes with the inspiration notes
Yeah.
one day and the next. No, but I mean, we just can pick all the things that we're gonna do for next week, for example, and then we have all week to find, you know, because I am also not good in many other things, and I don't know, it's just something that could be, you know, like a
So,
poll.
so maybe like by the end of the, like at the end of the, like the end now, like we volunteer, I'll bring this next week or I'll bring
Yeah,
that next week.
yeah, but we
Like
can
that.
try to get better in all the things like we're not.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because we are, as you see me, we can all improve. You know, also to take notes. If I take this time to take the notes and for the Monday night, I mean, I have to really pay it. It's hard for me to focus even 2 times, and my brain is, I don't know, but I'm just having this thing going on with me. But I mean, when I have to do it, I really,
That's a great idea, actually.
Mhm.
That's a great idea. What
Yeah.
do you guys think?
Yes, that's good.
Because then
yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
you have
because
the
then you
option.
might know, like, I'm going to be gone next week, so I'm not going to volunteer to bring the thing, right? And Margot's not going to be here today, so she's not going to be able to bring the,
The
right, the
inspiration.
inspiration.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
well,
good
yeah,
idea.
that's just an idea, but because we all can improve in
So
all
who's
things.
bringing the notes, the hacks, the inspiration, the recipe,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
and
and also who wants to be coach. I mean, be coached here. Like I remember one time that I said, I ate something, and so everybody was helping me. So that was really nice, also. And
Mhm.
so we can just say that then, okay, 5 minutes for who wants to be that, like share the win, also share what happened,
The learns, yeah, we all learn together as far as I'm concerned. Our learns
Mhm.
are for all of us, right? We work through them
Yeah,
together.
because
Yeah.
I think that one of the nice things about these groups, and we can just go all the way. I mean, like there is no really, we're not focusing just learning the book, but
Mm,
what is like the variety of things, right?
mhm, mhm, mhm.
I
Yeah,
see- I think we are
absolutely.
we are women like always like that. We start talking about something and then
Yeah.
we ended up something else.
Yeah, the learns should be for all of us, and we should always focus on, okay, what do we want to have happen? What's missing? What's next? So we can learn from
Yeah.
that. That's literally how we walk ourselves through this. This morning, I had my first client was, oh, how many times she said, I failed like 5 times, and I just wanted to I just wanted to jump through the phone and hug her because was so stuck in her thinking about failure, right? So, okay, you didn't fail. It's a learn. There's no crying in baseball, right? There's no losing in habits
Yes.
of health, right? Honey,
Yeah.
honey, back
That's
off. There's no losing in habits of health. We're learning and we're not, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I love that quote. There's no crying in baseball.
I know. That's a good one.
There's no losing in habits of health. There's just learning. And so I loved that. So we can all just keep reminding ourselves to go back to that process because we just have to learn to do things different, think things different, right, Rox? Think different.
Yeah, yeah. That Dr. A says we always have to open our mind.
Yes.
Sometimes we are just so focused on how we want things happen, and they don't happen that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm
I like
always
the idea
looking for
Sharon
something.
had about bringing other tips, other things that she's reading or
Mhm.
other inspiration that she's gathering from other, those are always good things.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
I'm constantly sharing everything. I'm inspired by everything. I have a hard time, stopping, but I think go ahead, Betty.
I was going to say one thing that I've noticed in the last couple of weeks that I use from Dave is that I think, oh no, you're thinking bring it back to right now. What are you doing right now? Because I'm always dreaming this, oh, it's going to be this palace up here. And I don't live in a palace. I probably never will. And I don't even want to live. But I bring it back to what am I doing right now? Get this done right now. This I've got 3 papers, file them. Don't think about redoing the
Mm-hmm,
treasury. Just
mm-hmm.
do, these papers.
About
And that,
redoing the treasury.
yeah, because
That's
that's like grandiose
is that
ideas.
Sharon? That's our fantastical thinking, right? Isn't that what
Yes.
it's called, the fantastical
Yeah.
thinking?
And my procrastination because I'm waiting for it to be perfect, but I have to do right now in order to get down
Right,
the road that I need to take care of this in front. Just do it. Just do it.
right,
Just do it. So
right, right. Absolutely. Just do the one thing right in front of her. Yeah. Um, My good job, Betty. I love it. One day at a time. We often get when we get even 2 days in advance or more than a week out, we're kind of sunk, aren't we?
mhm,
'Cause we get
mhm.
We get way too anxious. We create our own anxiety.
Yes.
I love what you said about what you're learning and about your thoughts. So definitely make sure to write that down. I have a win of the week, and that was not only did I get to see my people, which was just wonderfully fun, um, but my win of the week happened when I got back. Do you know I ate out 5 times and I was in someone else's home? I forgot my pre-made lean and green meals at home in the freezer. So all I had was a couple flavors of home, and then I had all my fuelings that I packed, of course, right? So I had my bag of fuelings, I had my a couple flavors of home and some tuna. I had tuna. And don't you know, I didn't gain any weight. In fact, I was down I was I was down a pound or more, and I thought, you got to be kidding me. I mean, I literally felt terrible when I got on the scale. I thought, okay, just prepare not to be upset because it is what it is, right? I was so excited. I was incredulous. It was incredulous. I couldn't believe it. So but you know what? That's what happens when you keep your blood sugar level. You don't deviate from the system, right?
Mhm.
I ate every 2 to 3 hours. I did eat out, but I chose as wisely as I could. It just gives kudos to the system of the
That's
limit.
good. That's
It
good.
just it just works. And I made my lean and greens at home when I ate at home work. I had tuna and veggies and whatever. I just made it work. But it was a huge testimony to that this healthy eating for life pattern
Yes.
works.
Yes.
And Monday night he talked about insulin. It's all about the insulin. It's all
Yes.
about the blood sugar. And that was my note from Monday night. And he is wearing that glucosometer, what monitors what your blood sugar does when you eat. I would love to get one. I haven't yet, but I know several people who have one. But that is the secret to this. And I loved Monday night too about we need to we healthy people focus on metabolic health. They focus on creating metabolic health, not weight loss. Healthy people think, what's that going to do when I put that in my body? Healthy people think, that cinnamon roll or that sugar, Betty, what is that metabolically, physiologically doing
Mhm.
to my body in there? That's what healthy habits people think. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yes. Yes, it
And
does.
it's a huge distinction, and it took me a long time to get there.
Mhm.
But now when I look at food, I do think that metabolic health, what is the best thing for me metabolically, right? At a cellular level, what is the healthiest thing? Because he talks about the health span versus the lifespan. We only get 70, 80 years, 90 if we're lucky, right?
Yeah.
But our health span can be huge. We can be like Sharon. We can be, rock climbing if we want, and 5K if we want, like Mary, and at her age, like that I love that concept about lifespan. That's what I heard on Monday, right?
Oh,
Did anyone
good.
else get a Monday little quip?
Uh,
No, you
No,
didn't watch it yet, Betty.
I
His
will have to.
his
If
new
I don't
book.
do Tuesday watch, I don't get it in till or in time for Wednesday is what I'm saying.
It
So
talked about the death of a diet, meaning, hey, what's your prescription for life? Because the
yeah.
prescriptions that everyone is on now are I love this. Prescriptions for now. They're not prescriptions for life. They're just
No.
prescriptions for now.
Yeah.
And if we do this right, you won't be on a prescription for life, right?
Yeah.
Of the medication. So I really like the play on words. I like the book. I can't wait for the book to come out. I'm excited about that because it makes perfect sense if people are using it now. It's for now. It's for
Yeah.
now. It'll
Maybe
help
we
you over
can
like a smoking patch, right? It'll help you over the hump, but we don't need to be on
Uh,
the patch for life.
Yes.
have a segment for reading of the book also, the new book.
Yes. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a
That
great,
would be good. Yeah.
yeah. It could be like a book club.
Yeah, and then we're an experts on the book. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, the new book club. It's the life book, and now we
Yeah.
have this book. Yeah, that's a great idea. We'll have
Yeah.
to get it.
Or like the bus one, we worked on the bus book and that was really helpful. See, this would be that's a good idea.
Yes, the bus book. I got
Yes.
that out today, Betty. In fact, I was reminding myself, don't waste your energy on those who don't get on your bus. Invite people on your bus and share your vision of the road, but don't worry about those who have don't fuel your ride with negative energy. You're the driver of the bus. Make sure your desire, vision, and focus moves you in that direction. No energy vampires allowed. Enthusiasm attracts more passengers. Like Sharon, she's a magnet for people. Love your passengers, love on them, drive with purpose, and have fun and enjoy the ride. And if we're not having fun, we're on the wrong bus. So
Exactly.
I think
And
Roxy,
and
yeah,
this is what makes it fun, is to be,
yeah,
because we're here together and we need that. We need that.
absolutely, absolutely. And we don't want any energy vampires in here. We want all. All right, girls.
It's
Well,
like
we're
an
at
art
1 o'clock.
project.
Thank you so much for coming and caring and sharing with each
Yeah.
other. Um, and yeah, just keep living out loud and just keep going, right? Keep living your change, and people will watch you and they're gonna be asking, let me get on your bus. Like Mary's friend Phyllis, she was gonna be here today, but she's just getting back from vacation. She's a great addition to our bus, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So love you, appreciate you. Have a great, oh, Sharon won't be here next week because she's gonna be on vacation. Um, does anyone want to bring, well, Margot will probably be here, so we'll give her inspiration. What about you,
Yeah.
Roxy? Do you want to bring, what do you want to bring?
The notes.
The notes
Yeah.
for Monday? Okay.
And I think you
And
have to be in charge of the respiration and a little, like all the time, like so relaxing. Well,
you
somebody.
you would like to do the,
No, I said the notes, but also we have to, like they do in the everydays, they have a time for breathing also. Or, like they say, now we're gonna breathe, and they breathe all the time in all and every day in
Oh,
the
on the wind calls.
wind calls, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
And
always breathe.
And I would like to, I try to get 2 or 3 or more wind calls in, and there get some excellent notes from people's feedback. So I would like to bring that in,
oh, that would be great.
because that would be, some of the things I write down is just amazing, that people
That
give
would be
feedback.
great because we don't all make all the win calls, and I certainly would love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Share the
And
takeaway.
yes, and I get in at least 2 or 3 a week. So,
Okay.
and I try to sometimes more. So I'll do
That's
that.
definitely, Betty. That would be your game, girl. That would be
Yeah.
absolutely your game.
So.
Mhm.
So I like that. And then it hit and misses different elements. So
Mhm.
and then Saturday is out of habits of health. So that's always good too.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's
Yeah.
perfect. We're not doing that either. Betty, you're on it. That is perfect for you.
Okay.
That's perfect. And then Roxy, next week, Monday, you're gonna bring Monday notes because Sharon's
Monday
gonna be
notes,
on.
yeah.
Okay.
Sharon's gonna be on. Well, Margot will be back so she can do inspiration, and then Mary's gonna do hacks, um and I can bring a recipe.
Okay.
All right.
And also can be someone do the relaxing, the breathing. Oh, well, if they waste
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah, yeah, because Carrie's gone. Carrie used to do
Oh,
some of that.
we gotta
Yeah.
practice breathing. Oh, yeah. We gotta do that. That's in the beginning too. Okay. All right. So let's see. I wonder, yeah, we can actually have someone lead that other than
Mhm.
me, or I could lead it.
Yeah.
They can also be an option. So
What's that?
they can also be an option if someone wants to do it. They
To
can.
lead it. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Love it. Okay, I'm going to include that on the list of things. All right, I'll send out an email with a list of things that we're gonna try to hit in the meetings, and then don't forget to put the 17th on your calendar. We're gonna do a group meeting with David's and the group and the other coaches, the 17th at
Yeah.
6:30. If you want to, Dr. Sharon Fleischer has a group like this at 6 p.m. Central. Then every Monday, 6 p.m. Central, and then there's a special meeting with Dave Bush's team, 6:30 the 17th. But hers is every Monday at 6 Central, and that's another group
6:30
like
for you, 7:30 for me.
7:30 for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Roxy, thank you for putting the live in the group because that's very helpful. I appreciate that. That is good. That's really good. Thank you. And anytime you're on there, Sharon, and you're saying, hey, win in 5, here's the link. I love that. That's awesome. So that's good. Thank you very much for your participation. So, all right, ladies. Well, I got to get to my call here, and I will see you next week.
Yay.
Yay. Let's be walking. Bye, everybody.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, yes.